was hospitalized in Texas on Monday night after a reaction to prescription medication. TMZ reported Mansiel spent the weekend in Texas where he attended a music festival and played in a golf tournament hosted by his former college teammate, Mike Evans. After the incident, Mansiel posted on Instagram, quote, "Thank you everyone for your concern and kind messages. Unfortunately, I had a reaction to an increased dosage in lithium, which I take for my bipolar disorder." And how should NFL teams view this incident?
I think they're concerned, Skip, and I'm going to take it, let's just say for the sake of argument, Skip, I'm the GM of a football team. Before I read his statement, I'm going to ask, okay, what is the sequence of events that set this chain of events in action? Why did they have a because I don't know, because I haven't read his statement yet, so I'm asking, did he mix something? Did he take something else with it? Okay, now I read his statement. Now, as a concerned GM, why? Why did the doctors increase this dosage? Those are questions that I have to ask. I'm not saying that he's got a lot, but I need to know, because if I'm looking to bring this young man on, I need to know what all I'm getting. So I need him to lay everything out on the table for me so I can make the best educated decision I possibly can. Because if he needs help and I'm bringing him in, Skip, I'm going to make sure I get him the best medical help that I can to make sure I can get the best Johnny Manziel I can. But I'm sure general managers are asking themselves, okay, what led to this? And then the increase, he said, that's what he said. Are you going to take Johnny at his word? Okay, let's just say we take him at his word. Now I need to know why.
Yep. I hate to say this, but if I'm a GM, I already had one red flag flying just about bipolar, because you're talking about, should we risk trying to make this kid the face of our franchise? Mm-hmm. And now this happened, and it could be completely innocent. I don't know.
Right.
And I don't know anything about this. So he increased his dosage of lithium. That doesn't sound great to start with, right? And then it's in Houston, and he lives in Los Angeles. I don't know what's going on. It doesn't sound good.
Right.
But I'm going to say again, I'm still a big fan of Johnny Manziel. And my wife Ernestine and I ran into him, I told you, about a month ago. And we had a long talk with Johnny. And he sounded great, and he looked greater. Mm-hmm. And trust me, he looked great. He looked bigger than he used to look. He looked 6.5 inches tall and a real solid, he said he was 205. He looked 210-ish, 215-ish stature about him. He's back in primo shape. Mm-hmm. He made a couple plays in that spring game for what it's worth, but just enough to open a couple of eyes, because a lot of GMs loved him. He was an extraordinary college playmaker.
Yes, he was.
And he grew on a lot of people, because trust me, if you'd been with me and Ernestine and you talked to Johnny that day, you'd have walked away saying, yeah, that kid, he's something. Because he's smart, well-spoken, courteous, really nice to Ernestine. But this is still going on.
Right.
And he's got such a troubled past.
And this is the second chance, Skip. Yeah. It's not like he's working on the first chance.
So
I need,
the third or the fourth.
Right. I'm giving you another chance. So I need to know why. What's going on? Because I got to ask these questions, because I bring this young man on. Well, I'm sure in a situation like this, even the best general managers going to have to get clearance from their boss, which is the owner.
Yeah.
So we got to know, Skip. We got to know what we're dealing with. We know who Johnny is. Okay, he can help us win. But I've got to ask the tough questions. And I'm sorry, I don't want to come off as being harsh, people. I empathize with anybody going through mental illness. But I'm in the business of trying to win football games.
You got that right.
So I got to ask the questions. And so if I bring this young man on, I want to know that we're capable of helping and monitoring him while he's in our system, while he's with us.
Yep. So we're talking to him, Ernestine and I, about what his new life is like. So he's gotten married.
Right.
He is located here to Los Angeles.
Okay.
And he told us that now that his boys are coming back, his NBA friends, because their seasons are ending, he said, I'm telling all of them, I just can't stay out. That I got to be in by 9 o'clock.
Right.
Well, I'll have dinner, but then that's the end of it. I got to go home. Okay, it sounded great, but then you're in Humble, Texas, which is a suburb of Houston. I don't know what he's doing.
Well, I guess he was there for Mike Evans' event. Mike Evans might have had a golf tournament or something like that.
Well, that's good.
So,
I'll buy that.
Yeah.
I can accept that. But in the end, this is zero tolerance. You can't have any of this.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, it's just like the smallest little red flag is going to add to flying red flags that most GMs already would be like, I don't know.
Yeah, they're going to be hesitant
Yeah.
because of the sequence of events that happened in Cleveland, and then some of the events that happened after he was in Cleveland.
Yeah.
So really, in order for you to get a second chance or a third chance or whatever chance you want to say Johnny's on, you really need to have a clean slate for a period of time, and not just say anything's wrong with this, because this might be innocent. Skip, they might go to the doctor, and the doctor say, "Yeah, we need to increase it because for whatever reason, I'm not going to even play doctor on TV." But as a general manager of a ball club, that the owner has trusted me to make sure I find the best 53 players for this roster, I'm going to ask those tough questions, and I'm going to make sure if we were to bring him on, Skip, we're more than capable. Or we have the medical staff that's more than capable to treat Johnny Mansiel and the issues that he could possibly be dealing with.
He told me that 6 or 8 teams had made overtures, had been in contact with him, and that he thought there was a very good chance he would at least be invited to a camp. Well, I hope that opportunity is still afloat because I still can't help myself. I love him as a player, loved him in college, like him as a young man, and I am rooting like crazy for Johnny Mansiel. And I just hope this was just a little blip that will come and go, but you know how this league works. You know what it says to quarterbacks. You got any small issue, what did it say to Colin Kaepernick? They're out.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, Colin Kaepernick,
It's a whole nother ball game.
I can assure you, Colin Kaepernick will not tell you he has 6 or 8 teams interested.
He would not.
And there's
tell you
one
that.
team that might invite him to camp.
That is correct.
He probably has 0 teams interested, and less than that team, those what invite him to camp.
That is correct.
That's so sad. That's what's sad.
That is sad.
Well, at least he's being transparent about it. So I think in times past, there's been a little bit of a different approach. So he's at least out front about what it is that's going on. Up next, Lakers rookie sensation Kyle Kuzma is here. We'll talk to him about his season, Lonzo, the playoffs, and more.
Best rookie on the Lakers.
That's wrong.
Right.